Welcome to another Natural Stones episode where I'm going to be showing you how to make a homemade rock saw for under 500 bucks. This video is going to quickly show you how I built it, the modifications I made, a demo to show you how it works, and I'll put all the links to all the equipment in the description so you can get them yourself. Before we start this video, a little bit about who we are. My name is Ben, and my girlfriend Rebecca and I just started this company called Natural Stones where we sell rock art. It all started when we went out rock hunting on one of my geology adventures because I had just finished my degree and I wanted to get out more. I would plan these geology field trips for myself and Rebecca. One day we found this really cool rock and I made it into some earrings for her. And then that got me thinking, well, we could just get more machines and actually turn this into a business and make way more cool things out of rocks. So that's what we're gonna do. And today I'm gonna show you how to build the machine so you could build cool things like this. This is one half of a bookend. You can see all the cool textures, the pegmatite here, right next to the faster cooling granite. And this is the outside of the rock. Yeah. If you subscribe, I'll be showing you how to make cool things out of rocks. Okay, so as you can see, it starts off as a Chicago Electric 10-inch tile saw. That's your first component. The second component is obviously the stand. You don't need the stand, but it helps when it's not on the ground. So here's the stand. Then you're gonna wanna get an Irwin 4-inch drill press vise with nuts and bolts. You want 11/16 for the drill bit to drill the holes, 11/16 bolts, washers, nuts and everything. So what I did was I drilled all these bolts into the sliding platform here. And what that does is it allows you to secure a rock right here as the platform slides into the tile saw. Any tile saw will work practically because the saw blade is infused with diamonds. Diamonds have a hardness of 10 on the Mohs hardness scale. So you can basically cut any rock with this diamond blade right here. This outer rim is the diamond part. You have to have a pump with it when you have this filled with water here. So it'll run water onto the rock to keep the blade cool. So here are some of the modifications I made. I drilled a hole right here, attached it to a rope. You can see the rope right here. And the rope goes down the backside, down here, down to some cinder blocks. You can see right there. What those cinder blocks do is they will act as a pulley and go down to the ground, allowing the sliding table part here to slide into the blade nice and smooth once you strap your rock in. I took out the steel plates here and replaced the first one with a rubber seal you can just get at any plumbing store. That helps hold the rock in place without it breaking because rocks are very brittle. Then what I did was when I drilled these holes, I needed some washers underneath to keep them all in place. So I had these like screws to hold it as like a bar across this middle guidance area. And then what I do is I just set the tile saw up here. I set it to where the blade goes right here next to the bolt, underneath the rock. I cut this part of the drill press out with a grinder so that the blade is flush with the drill press vise here. And the blade will cut straight cuts right here, but you just have to remove this part so you can get underneath the rock because the rock sits on your drill press right here. The second thing I did was I upgraded the water pump because you want rocks to be extra cool. It's not tile, you know. Rocks will cause the blade to overheat pretty easily, so the more water you can get to it, the faster and the cooler it is, the better. The third thing I did was cut off this safety housing plate on the side of the tile saw. You usually use this for replacing the blade. The problem with that on this side is that your rock runs into the fabric and stops it from sliding. So I had to cut that off. One more thing I forgot to mention that you have to do is when you're cutting rocks, it's different than tile, so you have to buy the right blade. And not all diamond blades are created equal. I actually bought a ton of blades that I didn't even need. Well, I guess I can still use them, but I don't need them because I didn't realize that this doesn't get dull. What it's doing is glazing. So if you ever have cut rocks before and the blade just doesn't cut right anymore, that's because it's glazing. That means that the diamonds will actually fall out, and then all you have is metal on rock, and that doesn't cut anything. So what you have to do is expose those diamonds again. So, and what happens is, if you get a soft blade, it won't cut soft rock very well because the diamonds won't get re-exposed. Same thing with a hard rock and a hard blade. If you're going to get a hard rock, you need a soft blade, and if you get a soft rock, you need a hard blade. That's the difference. Or the workaround is this right here. This is a grinding stone. It used to be a grinding wheel. Can you see it? This was the center. And what I've been doing is you run it and you just do like 2 or 3 passes to expose those diamonds. This is actually a hard blade. So this is a soft rock. And you can't just use anything. Some people say you can use cinder blocks. It doesn't work for me. You have to either use this grinding stone or this, it's called actually I don't really know what it's called, but you can buy the stone on Amazon or you can get a grinding stone at the hardware, up to you. Now, you can get all this and do it yourself for under 500 bucks if you order everything from Amazon. I put the links in the description, but you can do it for a lot less, and I did it for under $200. I actually got this thing used off of Facebook Marketplace for $160. And then I just bought everything else from Amazon and at the hardware store, and it cost me around $200, maybe a little over $200. So let me put the camera down and fire it up, and I'll show you a demo. So yeah, if you subscribe, I'll be showing you how to make cool things out of rocks. So hit that subscribe button, I'll see you in the next video.